And I think we've got the same chance Cadillac and Acura have, because I don't think we do.
I think a top 5 or a podium's a good result. It wasn't my goal all along. My goal was to live in motorsports. I initially wanted to be on the podium of Formula One in a McLaren race suit. So if I can get up there in a business attire, that will be second best. So I'm absolutely thrilled how everything has played out. I don't know if it's old school. I don't know if I just think about things differently. I think, most of the other Formula One drivers probably aren't in the race car this weekend. So I'm of the view this is great for Fernando and Lando. I think experience helps you in all forms of motor racing. I've never seen someone who wants to, I think he literally wants to live in a race car. And it puts him in a really good place. I think race car drivers, like all athletes, it's kind of half physical, half mental. And so these things are what he wants to do. So he's very happy in the environment. And I just remember the days of, the Dan Gurneys and the Mario Andretti's and multiple disciplines. And I don't see why we can't do that here today. I also, disagree with Gunther Steiner's comments that, and I like Gunther, that some of the IndyCar drivers, or none of the IndyCar drivers, would be capable in a Formula One car. I disagree with that. There's a few I'd put in. Well, the biggest challenge you have is the lack of testing. So I think until those rules change, we only get 8 preseason days of testing. And then even at that is with one car, so you rotate drivers. So to take away a day from Fernando's 4, Stuffel's 4, just makes no sense. So I think until that rule changes, it will be difficult for a driver outside of the Formula One arena or Formula 2 to break into Formula One, because they just have such a disadvantage. So the systems doesn't really allow you to bring someone in. So I think it's great that Toro Rosso took someone like Brendan Hartley, because there's risk with that decision, but he knows all those tracks as well. Specifically, I think Joseph Newgarden is an outstanding talent. I think Scott Dixon is an outstanding talent. I also don't subscribe to you're old at eventually you get old. I think what happens with drivers is they ultimately lose motivation. That's what catches up with them. So if you look at someone like Michael Schumacher, he was very competitive into his 40s. I think had he not taken those few years off, those last couple attempts he was maybe off, I don't think he would have been, and he was in his 40s. Fernando has that same type of dedication. I think Fernando's driving as well as he's ever driven. And just because he's going to turn 37 later this year, I don't think the stopwatch is going to get any slower. On the flip side, you've got someone like Nico Rosberg, who just, for whatever reason, said I'm done. So, so someone like Scott Dixon reminds me of Fernando, where he's extremely fit, very dedicated, and is as fast as ever. And I think Scott Dixon would be competitive in a Formula One car today.
Thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at Right Turn Racing TV.